It's not like something special. How much did I pay for a villa? $24 with luggage. My best dinners happened. I was living in Bali and Phuket for 2 months, both there and there. If you are struggling to choose one of them for your next vacation, today I'll compare prices, food, renting, cafes, motorbikes, all you'll need for a long or short term, people and culture, sightseeings, and nature. First of all, Bali is much bigger. It is 5,780 square kilometers. Meanwhile, Phuket is 543 square kilometers. Bali is much southern part, so tickets there may be a bit more expensive. To Phuket, you can get also by bus. For example, I got there from Bangkok by bus, and the price was $24 with luggage. What about visa? If I'm not mistaken, both countries allow to get visa online, but there is a list of countries that have such opportunities, so better check that in advance. Generally, visa processes are very easy. It costs around $30–40 per one person, but that depends on the very visa. There are some variations, so please just Google to get the accurate information. So I won't stop here. Let's move on to the people and culture section, since here I didn't know there is such big difference. People and culture, and the really important thing here is religion. Thailand is a Buddhist country. Bali is a Hinduist country. Yes, that's important. Let's say this. I like the Buddhism much more. Why? Because I noticed the difference. All I must and I want to say is, I was scammed on Bali. A local guy stole my phone. Robbing and pickpocketing on Bali is not a rare thing, and when visiting the police station, I saw there are a lot of travelers. You can make conclusions by yourself. The next thing is renting. Both of these islands are islands, but they're very different. I used Airbnb. Talking about Bali, I lived 1 month in the district called Jimbaran and the other month in the center of the island called Ubud. Since Bali is huge, living in different districts, if you have time of course, would be much more convenient to visit more places, sightseeings, to see the island from different points of view. A long story short, Ubud is closer to main sightseeings, far away from beaches, and prices there would be a bit higher since this is a city center. Jimbaran is the south part of the island. It's close to the beach. It's not a touristic place at all, so prices would be there lower. There I was feeling more authentic, calm vibe. There you won't find dozens of souvenir sellers and you would be able to relax. Another plus, beaches and some spots are not so crowded as talking about other districts like Kuta or Seminyak or Canggu. So, how much did I pay for a villa on Bali? The first, my lodging was a villa with a common swimming pool on the same territory with 4 other villas. But we had our own kitchen, of course, bed and bathroom. It cost $1,000 per month for 2 people. I'll attach all the information here and check the description to get the links to these villas. I need to say that I liked that place. That was perfect. And another second lodging was, I must say, that was very bad. I had rated like 3.8 and I had no idea that people can edit pictures so much, because the reality and pictures on Airbnb had almost nothing in common. In the second lodging we had no kitchen, just our own bathroom. We had a swimming pool, but that was so dirty that no one was swimming there. Wi-Fi was very slow, and we paid $500 per month for 2 people, and breakfast was included, but I didn't eat that breakfast because that wasn't what they offered in the Airbnb description. I just couldn't eat that, but my fiance did. So yes, the price was twice lower than the first place, but we didn't that at all. Now Phuket. Since this island is much smaller, we just get an apartment 20 minutes from the city center. The price was 550 per month for 2 people, and gym and swimming pool were included, and they were pretty nice and pretty new. We liked that apartment, but that was apartment, not just a villa or something private. No, just apartment, 1 room, 1 kitchen. Groceries, market and cafes were nearby, so that was nice. We had a bike, so we could get to any other area very fast because, again, the island is pretty small. To sum up this part, Bali offers more variety of renting, has more unique villa styles. They have even the name Bali style. The quality is not so good as the name and pictures on Airbnb. On Bali, the districts differ, I'd say, really a lot. Selecting an area to live would be an important part for your vacation, especially if you're there just for 2-3 weeks. All these districts, they're very different, going from one part of the island to not the opposite part, but like some part of the island would take about 2 hours. Roads are tough, long, it's too hot, so pay attention when selecting in a district. But if you're about beaches and all the surfing vibe, go to somewhere closer to beaches like Jimbaran, Kuta, Canggu, Seminyak, etc. Talking about sightseeings like waterfalls, Bali safari, Ubud would be a perfect match for you, and there are a lot of cafes and just everything you need for your life. Phuket is more about just simple apartments. The interior would be more internationally styled, and there is no big difference between areas. If you like swimming, it's better to live closer to the beach, of course. If you don't care, just take a good apartment in a convenient for your area. That's it. This part is small, but pretty important. Bike would be a great help for your vacation on both islands. If you're not a bike driver at all, they have taxi. The price depends on bikes, of course. We had a mid-priced bike, and it was $100 on Bali and $120-130 on Phuket. So Bali had like more bikes to choose from. Very fast, talking about roads and safety on the roads, Phuket is a bit better, I'd say. It's more like city type of roads and driving. Bali's island, like island, and many places, many streets, many areas don't have lighting or roads are pretty bad. Just pay attention when driving, and my recommendation, don't drive when it's raining. Cafes and food. I visited so many cafes too. Phuket offers cheaper cafes, but still quality and taste of food were perfect. Bali has dozens of international unique cuisines, cafes, very marvelous interior and exterior, I'd say. Again, the island is bigger, so it offers much more bigger variety of cafes. On average, I can't give you exact prices because it's very personal, you know, how much you eat, what you eat, etc. But generally, you can find cheap places as well as luxurious on both islands. The main difference here is seafood. Bali has cheaper and much tastier seafood than Phuket. I must confess, my best dinners happened on Bali. Their seafood amazing. That's my recommendation, and perfect, fresh, very tasty seafood you would find on the Jimbaran beach. There are a lot of cafes, and I just thinking about this food and my mouth's watering, but I wish you to get to this place. It's amazing, and sunset there, just perfect. Just look at that. Coffee. This is a separate part for me because I'm a hypertonic, and all these coffees industry is very important to me. And I must say Phuket and Thailand in general have perfect coffee. I would say perfect, because Bali, they have not so big variety and the price is higher. The taste is not very good, not always very good. You must check ratings, reviews, and to find your place. Just an interesting fact that in general, in Asian countries, you will pay more for ice cold drinks. The situation about plant milk is a bit better on Phuket and in Thailand in general. I would even say much better than on Bali. Nature. Oh my god, I'm just recalling all these memories, and that was amazing. I want to say one sentence, but okay. Nature. For now, I've visited Thailand, Bali, Vietnam, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Japan. I won't talk about that right now because that's the other world. But comparing such islands like Phuket and Bali, Bali has really unique nature. I'm not sure if you can find something like that in any other countries or islands. I don't say that it's the most beautiful that exists on this world, no, but it's unique. Being on Phuket, I was like, okay, it's beautiful, it's green, great, cool, fresh water, but it's not like something special. If you are looking for this tropical vibe, waterfalls, jungles, wild animals, sometimes too wild, frangipani flower, it's all about Bali. Sightseeings, wild nature and temples, unique religion. I like that in Bali much more, and Bali can offer you more different sightseeing than Phuket. Also, talking about Bali, there are some other small tiny islands that also they are so marvelous. So here again, Bali wins. I wish you to visit both of them and compare, but both of experience would be great. Attach your emotions and feedback in the comments.